What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy One Shall Stand 1986, and today I'm doing my first review ever in this very unprofessional looking area on our boy Studio Series 68 Leadfoot and his little homie Steeljaw over here. Okay, boom, so here we go, front of the box. It's a generic Studio Series box, you know, Studio 68, nice picture of Leadfoot. Turn to the side, another nice picture. A close-up of his head. I like the blue visor here, this is dope. I got my box a little banged up in this from like straight from the store, so it is what it is. Generic, you know, we have the same blurb every time. Battle of Chicago licensing, which I think is pretty cool. Leadfoot on the records turn the Decepticons into scrap. I like these little bios. I miss the days of old bios though, and stats. You know, like how I think it had like strength, intelligence, endurance, courage, fire blast. But yeah, I think it's cool that they're getting licensed vehicles. I think that's pretty awesome. All right, let's take a look at the figure now. So first thing we look at is Steeljaw. We put that to the side. Steeljaw's, you know, he didn't need to be included, but he was, and I appreciate that. You know, he got the silver pipes on his back. He's not articulated at all. Not really painted either. He looks pretty ugly, but I mean, for a dog, he's kind of supposed to be. So, you know, I don't really mind it. He has a nice, like a lot of nice molding and detail, which, you know, is good for Studio Series, but it's never painted in, so it kind of sucks. But for what it is, it's nice. You know, it's pretty much the piece of plastic supposed to be a dog. I'm not really sure if this appeared in the movie. I don't think it did, but I know it came with his Human Alliance figure, which is kind of cool. It's a cool little callback, I guess. But yeah, he's cool. Let's put him away for now. Let's get to the main event. So first, I need to talk about something with you guys. Hasbro forgot one of my guns. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. As you can see here, he has a cool little minigun there. See, it's on the back here. My minigun was not in the box when I got it. I just beat the crap out of my light. My minigun was not in the box when I got it, and I'm incredibly disappointed. So I'm gonna try maybe sometime go get maybe a refund and find something new, but if not, I'll have to live with it. But he did come with his other guns, which, you know, at least those came in, but it's pretty sad because I mean, he has the 5mm ports. I was wondering what they were for, and then I realized, you know, there's a gun that's not even there, so I'm like, oh, all right. But I guess it is what it is. But taking a look at Leadfoot though, he looks, I'm torn on this figure. Like, he definitely looks a lot better than he did in the stock images, but he's still not the best figure, but he's a decent dude. As you can see, he has a lot of molded in detail on the arms here that honestly just really needs paint. I don't know why they chose the different colored arms and the upper arms. That just looks dumb. They did the same thing with the feet too. But he has the whole molded in chest area. He has some paint on his face, which is cool. The blue visor, the silver bits on his beard. His head looks pretty good. His head looks a little bit big. I'm not really sure if it was that big in the movie, but it is what it is. Taking a look at his feet, I don't like the hollowness in his legs. This is probably my biggest gripe about this figure. His toes are pretty cool. This guy looks like he could be remolded into the Revenge of the Fallen twins. Like, you know, he's got the fat, he got the weird looking legs and stuff. Taking a look from the side, he cleans up pretty well. The backpack is not obtrusive at all. So back here, you know, we got the 42 details on here. The red they use is very nice. I like it a lot. You got the NASCAR logo, Records Ultra. I like that. Records Ultra. Some molded in exhaust pipes, I guess. They're just left red though. These guns are pretty cool when you look at them. Oh, I just popped off that. That's another problem. These rockets don't seem to peg in very well on his stomach area. Even when in car mode, they don't hold on very well. I'll go back to that in a second. His guns here are pretty awesome. I like these. They're like little mini, excuse me. The little machine guns, they have little ammo belts and stuff here. They have like a hole in there, you just peg it onto his arm. But these are cool little guns to have. Let's look at the other one. It's just pretty much the same thing, just the opposite side. His missile pods are also pretty cool. You know, we got 3 molded in missiles. You can't really see over the gloves, I'm sorry. But that looks pretty good. I like that. It has 2 holes, but the top is for robot mode, but the bottom is for alt mode. Alrighty, and now for some relevant size comparisons. Here he is next to his box. Let me move my camera so you can see that. He's about half the box's size. Let's put this out of the way. Here he is next to Generation Select Smokescreen. As you can see, he's just a tad bit shorter than Smokescreen. And now here he is next to some Dark of the Moon bots. We have, move this backwards, move this up. I hate this tripod, by the way. It kind of sucks. Shockwave. Side swipe. Surprisingly, they're about the same height. That's pretty cool. And here is Optimus. Let me put him on an angle. As you can see, he scales pretty well. I like the way these guys look all together. He's always been a short, stocky guy. He's about the same height as Sideswipe. Shockwave and Prime tower over both of these small dudes, but they look good together. Alrighty, now for articulation. His head can look up that far, like down. I sound like another reviewer. Who do I sound like? Is it Emgo or Optibotomus? But anyway, up that far, down that far. Rotate. It's on a ball joint, so you know you get basic, wiggle a little bit. A lot actually. Wow. 360 in his shoulders, just a bit over 90 in his elbows. There is no wrist joint, but unless you really want to count that transformation joint. But yeah, the legs are kind of blocked by this backpack, but he can kind of spread them outwards back like that. They can go up this far. Then he can kick in the front. He can do the splits, of course. He has a knee joint here. It's a really small knee, but he has 90 in the knees. No ankle articulation. His toes move a bit due to transformation if you really want to do that. But that is articulation for this guy. Now let's get on to transformation. Okay, now on to transformation. First thing you want to do is fold this guy's hands in. Just get those out of the way right now. Then you need to fold these feet up and fold the legs in. Feet up, in. Then there's these little joints right here. You're going to want to pop these down 1, 2 like that. Same the other side. And you could tab this in, but you really don't need to do that for now. I'm just going to tab it if I can actually do it. Next thing you want to do is unpeg these parts. These pegs kind of peg right in here to this arm, so undo that. You want to take this head. There's a joint right here. Let me show you. You can see that it's a bit weird, but you pop the head down. Next thing, flip this target sign forward. That lets you easily flip these fake doors in. Flip this around, lower the target sign again. So now you have the whole front of the car pretty much done. Next thing you do, go to the backpack, flip this out. Let's move these arms out the side. And what you're gonna do is, this guy kind of tabs in, I don't know if you hear it, but tabs in. And the wheel falls off, because that makes sense. I hate peg wheels, by the way. They kind of suck. So yeah, you wanna fit these together. So now you have the front of the car here. So next thing you wanna do is, this part we don't lift it up here and just let it rest here for now. So now what we're gonna do here, we're gonna lower the arms on this hinge so the 42 is aligned here. Then rotate this part so it's aligned like that. And now this part's kind of tricky. You have to tab that out. That was actually a lot easier than what I did in person. Okay, but basically there's a tab in here and there's a hole here, so you just slot those together. Now you do the same to the other side. Lower this, rotate, and then let's see if I can get this thing tabbed in. See, I have troubles with that. I would usually guys unpeg that and just do that. Just make sure everything's fit together, and now you have an alt mode. And this is a very nice alt mode. Like, one thing I will say about the this figure, although I don't really like the robot mode much, this alt mode looks pristine. It's kind of clear that they prioritized alt mode over the robot mode, which I don't mind, to be honest, because who really cares about the records for the robot modes? We barely saw them in robot mode. The alt mode is what we saw most, and this just looks nice. Get the nice Target logo. I'm glad they had the Target logo here, because I remember the Dark of the Moon Deluxe didn't have it, which kind of sucked. He got, the big giant turbines on his back. NASCAR 42. I like the silver detailing. The Records Ultra looks good. The black on the windows. This looks nice. Like this whole back section, it's all segmented. So maybe if this part was black and had silver highlights, that would be cool. Maybe some more sponsorships. I know race cars do have a lot of sponsorships. But we got the Impala logo, the silver headlining here. And on his back, so needs to tab that in. It's a mess like it's supposed to be, so can't be mad about that. So to put his accessories on, you want to, like I mentioned before, there's this bottom peg. You want to put that right in here, and it pegs in there like that. It doesn't stay in very well, like I mentioned before too. But it gets the job done. Do I have it the right way? Hold on. Let me see. All right, just drop it too. Let me see if I have it better. I mean, if it looks better on the other side. Here we go. Oh no, definitely, definitely this side. These guns are annoying. These missiles, I do not like them. They look cool, but they're annoying to put on. So let's take his other missile pod, put it on this side, right here. Sorry if I'm veering off screen. I'm kind of focusing on the figure while trying to record. I got mad respect for Transformers videos, man. All right, now these guns, they're just gonna peg in over here. I'm trying to do this without knocking off the missile pods. One goes here, one goes here, and boom. If you know Hasbro was a little bit more normal, I would have my little minigun on the top too. But you know, it is what it is. He looks cool weaponized. I wish he could fit brains inside, but you can see the his kibble inside. He can't really, he can barely fit brains. There you go. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. Let me just take these off for a moment. He rolls all right. This wheel's a bit stiff. He rolls, you know, but yeah, there's not really much else to say about this alt mode, you know. It's very nicely done. I might display him in alt mode alongside Roadbuster. And speaking of Roadbuster, here is his record-made Roadbuster. And they look good together, I will not lie. I'm not a big fan of like the robot modes, but the alt modes are beautiful and they look good together. Now I just need Topspin. I think he's coming up maybe September, October, around then, so I definitely gotta grab him. I keep messing up, that's crazy. Anyways, they look good together. But you know, back to this guy, he looks really good. I don't understand why he chose a big ass Target logo on his stomach. On his stomach. I'll talk to you while I transform him back. You can just watch how I transform him back. But I don't get it. I mean, this was the robots in disguise. These dudes are weaponized NASCAR cars with, and this one has a big ass Target logo on his stomach, which is, you know, that makes zero sense. And that kind of segues into another big point. Robots in disguise. But what was Michael Bay thinking with robots in disguise, bro? He picked the nicest cars in the world. I mean, I don't get it. You want to get disguised, become like a 07 Toyota Camry or something. That's a figure nobody looks at. But I mean, a black and blue Bugatti, a metallic silver, metallic green Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, sorry. Stuff like that. That makes zero sense to me. So we got his robot mode. Here we go, tab right in here. Yeah, this dude does not, I mean, I guess, you know, since they were the records, they weren't allowed off the base. They don't really need to be in disguise, but still, in a battlefield setting, you just got this right on your stomach. Imagine if there was like a sniper up there, just pop you with it. But yeah, back in his robot mode. Overall thoughts on this guy, I'll probably give him a 7. Like, he's a nice looking figure, but he's not the best. I kind of expected more out of him and Roadbuster as well. And same thing, same thing with Topspin. I expected better with Topspin too. These records are kind of disappointing to me, but you know, I guess it is what it is. You know, if we finally got a wider, definitely not a wide release, but a wider release of this guy, because everyone knows about how, you know, half the Dark of the Moon line got nerfed, and Leadfoot was one of the hardest to find. But here he is, in another 360. And he's cool, I like him. Another thing I want to talk about, you guys, if you made it this far, thank you very much. You know, it's my first review. Shout out to Kato's collection. Kato's collection. It used to be Toy Box. A shout out to Kato's collection. Shout out to Matthias _ I don't even know his username, but shout out to Matthias Daily Pics on Instagram. And shout out to C&A Productions on Instagram. My boys Clayton and Matthias, they also egged me on. All three of them. Kato, Matthias, and Clayton, they all egged me on to, you know, make a YouTube video. Kato's been, you know, he's been encouraging me to do it since we met. So I'm glad I finally did it. Making a review is something I've dreamed of since I was a kid. And, you know, through this whole time filming, it's still been pretty surreal to me. So, you know, if you made this far, you know, thank you very much for staying. Thank you guys for all, you know, the outpour of support and stuff. Like, when I mentioned on my story, I was like, yo, send the link. So I appreciate everyone, you guys. Hit me with a follow on Instagram at WanchOutStan1986 if you want to see more pictures of this guy. I do, you know, pictures. I make some memes on my meme page. You know, it's a regular Instagram page. I'm just starting with this YouTube stuff, but just want to thank you guys all, you know. I really appreciate you guys. So, it's been your boy, One Shall Stand. Let him look at the camera. With the review. Finally, I could take these gloves off. They suck. But, yeah, it's been One Shall Stand. This has been Studio Series Leadfoot. And thank you guys for watching. Alright, peace. Yo, so I'm kind of chilling here after review. Look at the mess, bro. The tripod fell, the gloves, all the figures out there. I don't even know where those clothes came from, but yeah, if I stuttered and, you know, messed up my speech stuff, I do kind of have a stutter problem, I think, so I apologize for that. And if I sounded nervous, it's because I am nervous. So, you know, this video isn't really that good, but I hope to, you know, improve my skills and stuff. So bear with me, you know, just bear with me. I'm kind of a dumbass, to be honest, bro. So, you know, Leadfoot. Oh, hey. Yeah, I'm doing something right now. You couldn't have waited? I asked you not to interrupt me right now. Like, I asked you nicely, you know, you were like, all right, yeah, but can you not? I'm literally doing something right now. Go away. Go away. I'm doing something. You just messed up my video. This YouTube shit is annoying. And speaking of Roadbuster, here he is with his record mate. Sorry, I fucked up there. Ooh, I just cursed. That's not good. So here he is. Fuck. Yo, holy shit. Here he is again in robot mode, and bro, I'm not even gonna put this part in the video, son. Wow, that was bad.